Hi everyone, this is Bob. Well, it is the third session of a reading stories series. In last two sessions, we had two different forms of stories. The first one is based on general information. Of course, it must be true and correct. The second one is the skill that we have. Well, in fact, we are going to show how much we are able to produce a story or talk, describe, and explain something, in fact. How to start it, how to develop it, and how to finish it perfectly, the way that most of the native speakers can do it. Well, in this session, I am also going to talk about another story which is based on general information. Let's get in this story. Well, today, as I said, the story is based on general information. Well, we have a lot of different things that we must know and be able to talk about them. There are a lot of important things that they come from general information, and we need to know the true story with the correct information, correct data. Okay, the hippopotamus, or hippo, lives in the hot part of Africa. It is a mammal. That is, its babies are born alive and they drink milk from the mother's body. As you see, there are a lot of grammatical structures and tips which we already studied and learned in Essential Grammar in Use lessons. But there are some important things about writing and speaking. For instance, the first noun is a complete noun, but we have a nickname here. The nickname starts with or, but it is in the middle of two commas. If you're trying to introduce a special thing, an animal, a sport, a place, or anything, that there is a nickname, you need to introduce a nickname with or, and put the nickname and or between two commas. It is very, very important. The whole sentence must be there as without any changes. The hippopotamus lives in the hot parts of Africa. Okay? Or the hippopotamus or hippo lives in the hot part of Africa. It is a mammal. That is, its babies are born alive and they drink milk from the mother's body. Okay. That is a conjunction, but that alone is a determiner. It's trying to show something. But this, okay, is going to change a little bit in this sentence. The first sentence is going to connect to the second sentence. The second sentence is, in fact, a compound sentence. It has got two parts. The whole of it is the second sentence. That is trying to clear some of the information. The first part of the sentence is a little bit unknown to me. I have got no idea what it is. Okay, what does mammal mean? I have got no idea. But you're going to try make it clear for me. Say, that is, its babies are born alive and they drink milk from the mother's body. You remember it? Yes, apostrophe S. And be born is a very nice idiom. Look at it. Most of the time you see it in the past. I was born in Italy. Okay? This is it. But here we are talking about a fact. This fact, well, comes for an animal. The second part of the story. The hippopotamus is a large animal. It weighs 4 tons. Its stomach is 7 meters long, and it eats only plants. It is a mammal, but it spends a lot of time in the water. This is very, very special about the hippopotamus. Maybe you're talking about another animal, you're talking about a sport or a plant or anything, and the information is exactly going to be for that particular subject. Be careful. Here, the hippopotamus is a large animal. It weighs, yes, this is S for it, 4 tons. Its stomach, do you remember this? Possessive, yes, exactly. Possessive adjective is 7 meters long. And it eats, this S comes for it again. Only plants. Why do we have S here? Because there are different plants. Not one kind, but many kinds, many types of plants. It's a mammal, but it spends. Okay, it is trying to show some contrast. We have conjunction like but. It spends a lot of something, a lot of time. Time is a noun. It is uncountable noun. Okay, a lot of can come for countable or uncountable. For instance, a lot of books. But if you put book, you need to add S, because a lot of is the adverb to show something more than one. Yes. Okay, let's go for another part of the story. This is a little bit longer. Okay, here says during the day, or you can also say or hear it during. During the day, it sleeps. Sleeps, this S comes for it. Beside a river or a lake. A river, a lake. Be careful. You cannot say sleeps beside a river or lake. No, you need to bring a to show one singular thing, one thing. Okay? So, sometimes it wakes up. Okay, wake up. It's an idiom. Then it goes under the water to get. Get here means find. Some plants for food. It can close its nose. Yes, close it automatically, but I cannot do this. And stay underwater for 10 minutes. Wow, great. It is a very special thing. It is an ability. Okay, its ears, eyes, and nose. Ears, eyes, nose are high up on its head. Here. Everything is here. Its head. It can stay with its body under the water and only its ears, eyes, and nose above the water. Then it can breathe the air through the nose, of course. Breathe as a verb. It's the main verb. We use breathe with another spelling without E. This is a noun here. Take a deep breath. Okay? You're going to have an exam, huh? Take a deep breath first. This is here. If you hear it on conversation in listening part of exam, be careful. You're going to write down the blank for this particular idiom. Breathe without E. Be careful. Okay? Or you can also say breathe deeply with E, deeply. Yes, that's very important. Okay, the other part. At night, the hippo walks on. Walks on means leave the water. Okay, if you walk on the land, you are leaving the water and walk on. And looks for food. Of course, look for this S is talking about the hippo. Here, in the other part of the story, you do not see hippopotamus, but you see the nickname. It's nice. Yes. Walks on, look for. They are all idiom. Look for means search. Okay. It never goes very far from the water. It never goes, yes, go far means go away. Because it is dangerous, of course, huh? Maybe there are some special animals that can take him out and attack him. A baby hippo often stands on. A baby hippo is one singular thing, is one singular baby. Okay, it is going to add S right here. Stand on is opposite of sit down, the way that I am, yes, doing it now. It's mother's back. Yes, we have got apostrophe S again here. The mother looks for food. Look for. Yeah, the mother looks for food under the water. The baby rides on. Yeah, the baby is above, on, yes, on her back, above the water. The baby cannot be in the water at the same time because it is not able to breathe like its mother. Ride on is an idiom too. Her back above the water, of course. Okay. Try to read this again and again to see and separate the part of the story to make it for yourself clear how it is made, how we must see the writing. Step by step, you're going to get how to introduce things, okay, how to make things clear, what kinds of information and data you need to show in every story. Of course, these are very simple stories. They are based on facts and general ideas most of the time. They are true. Yes, about 99%. They must be correct and true. Well, this is not something that you are going to make it. No. You're going to have the information, but you're going to change the way that you want to say the correct information. Yes. So there are some important things. The first one are the stories. They are not novels, of course, because the novels, the other kinds of stories, most of the time are the stories that we make it from our imagination. But this is particularly for and from, well, a subject. For talking about a subject, or it comes from a special subject. This subject is going to introduce something very interesting for us. And we need that information to produce the correct story based on general information. The information that everyone almost knows. Well, in fact, maybe they understand what it is, but they expect you to talk about it and try to bring correct information, both to talk about it and correct information. Okay, try to read it and Try to write it for yourself several times with the idioms in this story. Do not try to make new ideas because it may take a lot of time from you. Try to produce the same story with the same idioms and words because it is going to make you faster. You're going to get a lot better control when you are talking about something that you know. Little by little, you have a collection of information and you can add a lot of different things together, talking about different animals. Sometimes you talk about some animals at once, one after the other, or you're talking about some different sports. Maybe you're going to talk about a social issue. You're going to talk about a problem in your society or some solutions. Little by little, you see that I am going to introduce you some forms of structures for writing essays in IELTS examinations or other important English examinations. But the first important thing is that we use the language in the right way. We understand the general information and somehow collect the most important ones, as well as try to improve our skills, how to produce things, or I better say, reproduce and rewrite things. Okay, I think that is enough for this session. I hope that you enjoy this story. By the way, take a lot of care. See you.